Hello my friends, welcome to another episode of V Rising. My name is Wilfred. So in this episode, I'd like to again share with you a snippet of my experience playing this game. And I'm going to summon a boss right inside my castle when I need to down it, and I've got my servant as well. And there are basically two parts of the video. First part is how I summon it, and of course behind the scene it didn't work out the first round because my servant can't die rather fast, and I healed up myself and do a second round. So there are two video combined into one. Now this is a vampire themed game, survival kind of game, but I can relate to a lot of like elements from different kind of game like World of Warcraft, kind of like gameplay a little bit like Diablo and so on, and I enjoy it a lot really, but this game does involve a lot of like demand a lot of time commitment, and it's really best to play with friends. I mean, you could do it solo like I do, but the progress is going to be really slow. So I mean, just to take note of that. Now I'm fighting this boss right now, summoned within my very own castle. There are a few moves here. The great thing about this game is that there are all the bosses have different kind of like mechanic here, and you could learn around it. And you know, as you play this game, as you fight the boss, like, you know, again and again, you will get better from this one, and you know, and you just have to take my word for it. Now this boss has a few mechanic here. It will bite you and you can just move around with it. It does a poison kind of nova that will kind of like spell you around it, and it summon a lot of very annoying kind of rats as well, and you could use a counter spell to heal yourself while you're at it. But having said that, I mean, it's not going to be easy fighting off all this nonsense in a confined environment like your own castle. Now I did try to kite the boss to the second part of my castle, which is a lot of like open space, but it didn't work because somehow the boss will get despawned and healed up to full, and now to fight the boss again. So now right at this very moment, it is more like half kind of like a scenario, because I've you know, I think I lost more or less half of my life here, and the boss is also half the life. But I've got the advantage here because I could heal, provided that I time myself pretty well. Yeah, and sort of like right now I can heal myself and do a little bit of AoE and do a little bit of kiting, avoid the kind of like poison over, avoid the kind of like continuous assault from the enemies, from the boss. And I think that is basically how I did it. But you know, it's not easy. It's not easy because eventually you would make some mistake and you would get the poison damage kind of around you, and you try to hit the boss with the spell, but somehow the spell didn't come off. Now at this very moment, I was saying to myself, look, I mean, I just want to be patient, because look, I mean, you know, boss is dying, I'm dying. So yeah, and yeah, and at the end of the day, it was a happy ending, but it was basically my second attempt. I didn't get downed, but I retreat to the second part of my castle and got it sorted. Now I've got this boss kind of interesting. It didn't have a heart, blah, but it does have a lot of rats for me to create potion to heal myself, and I think I kind of need it. Now I could turn into rat, and with becoming a rat, make me more kind of like stealth more, I would say. And to resummon the servant, as I learned just now, require 100 blood shard or whatever you call it, or essence. It's not too bad, I would say. Definitely worth it. And yeah, my Rasso is back to life. I need to check its inventory if the durability is being decreased or not, but I'm happy that you know, I can bring him back to my castle again to serve me. But I kind of disappointing that my servant didn't manage to dodge some of this boss mechanic. But you know, as you know, AI is never quite smart. So yeah, thank you for tuning in, and I'll share more with you as time goes by. See ya.